Alright, good morning again. This is Marc Ginsburg with Political Viral Video number 2. You will not see me because the phone can't stand up and I'm busy making breakfast. And that's what I'm going to have to do this video with. I hope that you can hear me. Ideas are like flying in my head. A lot of things I didn't get to say in viral video number 1. Okay, I'd like to talk today about the difference between contextualism and textualism. See, all the good parts of the Constitution put in predicated form, such as in order to form a more perfect union, in order to provide for the general welfare, or a well-regulated militia being necessary for the, and I'm so embarrassed, I can't remember what comes next. I'm sure a lot of you out there know. But the point is that both of those are predicated clauses, which means they're not stated as an actual, beginning to end statement. And what textualists like Justice Antonin Scalia did were eliminate the clauses that are contextual because they just wanted to follow the ones that are clearly enunciated in the Constitution, and therefore they weren't able to, but if they actually did hold the majority of the court, they would have been able to strike down Obamacare. I'm just going to put myself on pause because it's really hard to make breakfast and think coherently in a video. I want you to see what free market capitalism has done to good people in this country. The good thing is I don't have to hustle on the street for a living. But I still have to hustle, and I better hustle my butt so I don't get to work late. So I'm just going to pause because I have tons more to say. Okay, here we go again. All right, I have to count carbs. It's another thing, but I really can't blame the government for that. Or can I? No, I'm not going to blame the government. There's a point at which we get too ridiculous. That's when we get into the realm of government overreach. But I do blame the people running the government, the ones blocking President Obama, the ones who unwrote these great laws that came into being in response to the Depression that brought America 50 years of prosperity. The problem with textualism, it's enough that we have to interpret the words of one generation of people in one context in a country that's very different, in a world that's very different from today. 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86. Okay, I'm counting, so that's my life. Put up with it. I gotta put up with all your crap. I don't mean you specifically, but many of you. The ones who don't hear me, it's their crap. The ones with billions of dollars like Donald Trump, who lie to people. And I'm getting out of context here again. The only way to correctly interpret the Constitution in 5, 96, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Alright. The only way to make a document like that a living document rather than a dead document is contextually, to try to understand the intent of the framers, not the words they said that can be twisted way out of context. Well, I'm not talking about gun control. I'm really talking about Obamacare and why the Constitution really mandates Obamacare. Because I believe that a person cannot be secure in their persons, which is the Fourth Amendment. They have a right to be secure in their persons, And as a diabetic who goes through a lot of health challenges, I know what it's like to be insecure in my person. So don't tell me that universal health care is not in the Constitution because it's in that clause. And that isn't even contextual. That's textual. So even these textualists are not really textual. I don't care how many years of law school they went through. And I know most of the voters out there don't care. Even the ones voting for Trump. Which is why his opponents are going crazy. Because they know he's not going to appoint a nominee like Anthony Scalia necessarily. He's just saying that to get votes. He's going to appoint somebody who's going to help him. Which is basically what capitalists have done, including their appointments of people like Anthony Scalia, Justice Thomas. Pardon me for eating. Try to do that too. And I eat healthy, as you can see. I don't eat the crap a lot. Well, never mind. I don't want to insult anybody out there. I know part of politics is you need their vote. You gotta know who to denounce. But I'm gonna end this video here because it's not the best place to do a video. Because my point is, the reason they want to interpret this narrowly is because they want to go through life with narrow blinders on. Somebody once wrote, actually many people have said, what is the meaning of conservative? Those who want to conserve what they have. Keep it away from those who don't have it. To be as undemocratic as possible, just like King George III. And I'm going to be talking about King George III throughout in these videos, because that's what it's about. It's about, do we share with our neighbors, or do we hoard to ourselves? A conservative is one who conserves, who hoards. They're not a kind person. They're not a nice person. They put up walls. They put up fences. They put up gates and attack dogs. I have been chased by dogs. You saw me running in the other video. I've been chased by dogs. I'd like to say I hate those people, but I know that they're people. And what I feel my mandate is, as a human being, is to be kind to people. Even the ones who are enslaved by selfishness and greed and by ego. But I will fight them in the political realm, including if I have to have conversations with people who've been brainwashed by such people, who can't even think straight, who's like, I'll vote for Trump no matter what, because he makes me feel good. Yeah, that's how a lot of abusive marriages started too. I'm signing out for now because I don't want to be late for my job, because we have to be practical, and what was it that, never mind. I'm not even going to get into that because I don't want to get into a debate between two different Democrats, because I think that both of these candidates are wonderful candidates and have a lot to offer, and I'd like to see them unite and use both of their philosophies. You have to be practical, but you have to never stop dreaming to have the best country that we can have. And don't shorten your ideals. The key is to find a way to do that in a practical way. I think that we've seen a very, I'm going to say impaired, just like I'm impaired by illness. President Obama's presidency has been impaired by hatred and by just a lot of power blocking him. This has been the most uncooperative Congress in the country, which is why, if not in video number 3, in one of the upcoming videos, I'm going to talk a lot about Article 1 of the Constitution and why you need to really get out in midterms. This doesn't really count, because this is just for a president, and the Democrats really have the edge in electoral votes. But they gave it away in 2010, and I cannot forgive those of you who stayed home. You are a big cause of the problem. Bye. Have a nice day.